Just really quiet and just the chewing noise from the corner.
No way can you have me chewing from back there.
Because it just went really quiet.
I have been known to chew loudly.
That is the funniest thing you've ever said. What the fuck do you mean?
I've been known to chew loudly.
Do you know what that is? That is when you've had an argument with your girlfriend and just you breathing annoys her. And she looks at you like you have to breathe that loud. At some point a girl has said to you, you have to chew that loud.
Honestly, yeah.
Are you saying or shall I?
I can start. So we
Well,
had very
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. So
you had
I
a
went
healthy weekend.
I went on a walk with the boys and you said, I don't want to do that. I want to go on a girls' trip to Dublin.
There was one of the male there. So. There was we were outnumbered.
By how many?
3. 2 to no
So there were 5 girls and 2 lads.
4.
4 girls and 2 lads.
Yeah.
That's still a girls' trip, that in my opinion.
The
The ratio's too disparaging.
One thing I have realised from that trip is I can't believe how fucking expensive Dublin is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was warned it was an expensive place.
Yeah.
But
Didn't go to fucking that Temple Bar, did you?
yeah, why?
No, because that is known for being stupidly
What you-
overpriced.
What are you gonna say now? How the fuck have you gone there? It's dead against Temple Bar.
No, it's just like that's famous for being ridiculously overpriced.
Well, when you're there, you just go for like one. Which, to be fair, I think I only had one in there.
I'm not surprised, but you
But-
can afford
I
another.
was like, yeah, that'll do. But the only thing I found like was weird. So to start the day off, I'm getting up at like 4:30, putting clothes on to go out in, so like jeans, top, then going to the airport. The whole day just felt weird because I'm going to the airport.
Oh,
in,
yeah,
like,
because you didn't stay over, did you?
No, it was all in one day.
That's fucking nuts.
I don't remember the
What
flight
time?
home.
Right.
Could not tell you. I don't think I even had my seatbelt on.
What time did you go?
Shit,
You
got
don't
the
even know
flight
if you had a
attendant.
seatbelt on.
I don't think I had it on on the way home. I don't remember putting it on, and when I woke up, it went on. So unless I've just like undone the seatbelt.
I was going to say, you've probably undone it at some point.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's not exactly like a really memorable part of the trip, is it? Putting your seatbelt on. I was absolutely hammered. Can't remember putting my seatbelt on. Yeah, mad.
The crazy trip. That was just on the way home.
Yeah, well, fucking hell, sounds like the hangover part 4. Right, so what time did you go?
So the flight were at 8:30 in the morning.
Right.
So we
Reasonable.
was at the airport for about 6:30.
Right.
All in like it was just weird because we were all dressed to go out, but then everyone at the airport's just like rucksack, hoodie.
Yeah, everyone's dressed for like comfy flights.
Yeah,
Because they're going on holiday.
Yeah, and then
You lot are dressed for Jesus Christ. Made me fucking jump.
let 'em
Someone's
out.
been murdered outside.
Let 'em out, Jacob.
If they think I won't edit it out of the clip, I'm not gonna expose myself to the world like that.
Oh,
Right, well.
please shut up, 'cause I want that window open. Selfish bastards.
Just for context for everyone, got the window open because it's roasting
Yeah.
and there is kids screaming outside. So it's either Jack gets them or the window gets closed.
I don't know what option I'm bloody going for.
It's not closing a window. Right, so go on. Right, you're at the airport all dressed up.
Now, it's just... You know when you just get like in that much of a state that like your night's just in patches, and that never used to happen to me. I could just get off my head and I'll remember everything.
No, I have nights that are blur. Have you ever heard the term browning out?
No.
What's it off
It's like
now? Is it
Always Sunny.
always sunny in Philadelphia?
It's like the 40th time you mentioned that.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
still
just
not seeing
it's
it.
very funny.
Mm.
So in that they talk about browning out, where you go on a night out and you don't black out because you remember some of it.
Mm.
So you brown out.
Have you ever blacked out just from drinking? No, yeah, you have. But I didn't know you then. I've just heard the story.
No, yeah, but I remember it. I would describe that as browning out.
Right.
Because I don't remember all of it. But I do remember some of it.
Mm.
Slightly. Sorry for another time.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right. What time do you get there? Your flight's at 8:30.
I'm there at 6:30.
I assume you started drinking in the airport.
I had one on the way to the airport.
You had a drink at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Christ.
Just smelled of ice, so didn't really touch the sides.
No.
Yeah, flight's at 8:30.
What, and then didn't drink in the airport?
Oh, actually, I do remember something when we got on the plane. No, we didn't. We got a bottle of vodka each. There were 2 bottles of vodkas because these pouchy things came prepared to put in. So then you just have to get mixers when you're there. But the mixers when you were there
Is this in Dublin or at the airport?
in Dublin.
Right.
So if you got
So was there nothing notable happening in the airport? Because you keep really skipping past. I'm trying to get a chronological order. A story. You go from the beginning to the end.
A timeline going.
You go from the beginning to the end of a story, don't you? And you keep going. Can't remember the flight home. I don't think I had my belt on.
Yeah.
It's like, right, how have we ended up there though?
Well, on the flight, fucking hell, on the way there. So we get on the plane, right? So just ignore everything there, but nothing interesting happens there other than I have free shits.
Free?
Yeah. Oh, honestly.
Carry on.
Yeah. I had diarrhea tabs, obviously.
Of course, clearly they didn't work.
Well, no, because I forgot them, so I had to go in Boots in the airport. So I had another fucking Boots trip, basically.
Right.
Emergency trip to Boots
to
get diarrhea tablets again. But by the time I'd got to Boots and done that, I'd already had 3 shits in there. So
have you got like IBS or something? You've got something going on.
Yeah.
You.
Well, I'll go to doctors and then I'll come back and tell you what I fucking got.
Please. Yeah.
Share that story.
I'll make a topic.
Yeah. Then we get going on to board the plane. So someone that we were with works there and knew the person who was like boarding us on our plane for Ryanair.
Right.
So our seats,
preferential treatment.
Our seats weren't together. So like it was all scattered about everywhere. But then she said at the front, "Oh, them seats free and them seats free, so you'll all be together." So it's like, all right, yeah, fine. But she didn't give us like a new ticket or anything. She said sit in them seats. We get to the plane, and this guy's like, we just go to sit on the it's at the front of the plane. Yeah. So we just go to sit in them seats, and he just goes, "No, you can't sit there. You need to go to your seat." We looked at him and was like, "Why?" As you just said, like, and then she was like, I work here. What do you mean? It's like, "Oh no, the balance of the plane. It won't work. You're gonna have to go to your seats."
The balance of the plane.
I looked at him and just went, "What?" Well, I just weren't having it. He was like, "No, you're going sitting in your seats."
He said, "You bunch of fatties can't all be sat on the same side. I need you dispersed."
So why do if we not sit in this seats, are we going down?
The plane will only be going left.
Jackson hour 1, getting back an hour 18, we're fucking going down. So
just be doing spirals all the way over to Ireland.
Oh yeah, fucking Hitler won't let us fucking sitting together, so we had to go and sit in our fucking own seats. Then I'm just sat there running around. It's not a long flight to Dublin. Like
are you on your own?
Yeah, we're all on our own. Like none of us are like near each other. Like you couldn't be more further apart from everyone. Then we just sat there. And I just realised I didn't bring my AirPods.
Who were you sat next to?
Some random fat bloke. I don't know.
That's what I was going to say. Like, was it? Because the worst is when you sit on a plane.
He did do me head in a bit because, he had the armrest on. He was in the middle. I was on the window seat. He had his armrest on there, and then he had his armrest there.
He
But,
seen you coming for.
But
He's a bitch. He's not having it. He's not having it either.
That. He had it like that, like just fully on, like took up the full thing. Because you can get 2 people in an armrest.
Yeah, you can share an armrest.
Yeah. So like just
which I don't know how I feel about that really.
Well, it's better than something like that.
No, yeah, true. It is. But I'd prefer to just have the armrest to myself. So were you in the middle seat?
Yeah. No, I was on the window seat. He was in the middle.
Then I might be on his side. I think he gets armrest.
Really?
That's the benefit of sitting in the middle. Listen, hear me out. If you sat next to the window, you get all the views. You get the fun bit.
I didn't get the view because the window was like fucking there. So I had to go.
Oh,
like
you were at the window?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were the aisle.
No, I was at the window.
Oh, right. Well, right, but then the airline's kind of done you dirty with no window.
I've never seen a window seat. It's a fucking wall seat. It was like there was that, and the window was literally there. There was no point.
Right. First of all, we're doing a podcast. People aren't going to know what the fuck you meant by that.
You know what I mean by that.
No, but secondly, I can see you, and I don't know what the fuck you meant by that.
I can't explain it. The windows might as well not be there, basically.
Was it in between seats?
Yeah.
That's shit, that.
But I've had that before, and I can still sort of see it, but this one was just fucking gone. Nowhere. So, yeah.
Right, so the airline's done you dirty, really.
Yeah.
See, because I think window seat, you get the window. Aisle seat, you get 2 armrests. Aisle seat, you get to spread out a little. You get the leg room and, easy access to the toilet and all that. That's just airline.
Another thing, I'm not
airline etiquette,
fine.
In my opinion,
flying in jeans. Not just the make of the jeans or what, but my ass was numb as anything when I got off that plane.
Yeah, but that's not fun.
Horrible.
Better cut off circulation a little bit. Do you have any turbulence?
No. Not that I remember.
Boring.
So yeah, we get there. Flight's just me sat there like that as well. I didn't bring my AirPods. So I'm just staring at the back seat for 34 minutes.
Are you good with, to be fair, 34 minutes, nothing, is it? Are you good?
It's a long time to be staring at a seat.
Yeah, you could have been writing topics down. Are you good with, are you good with flying?
Yeah, it don't bother me flying.
No.
Cringes me out when people clap though when you land.
I'm somewhere in the middle on that.
You can't be anywhere in the middle. It's crazy.
No, I know what
clap a bus driver. Nope.
No, but do say thanks, mate. So, you getting off the bus? No. You just ignoring?
Yeah.
You rude bastard.
I don't think I'll give it a finger.
My God. That's like you get an Uber, you pull up somewhere and just get out.
No, I have to do thank an Uber driver actually.
Yeah, you have to thank a bus driver. I'd thank a tram driver if I could.
You're trying to work your way to the front to just thank you.
Knocking on the door. Cheers, mate. Nice one.
Set off again.
Yeah.
What was I on about then?
Now, we were talking about clapping.
All right.
Now, look, I don't love the clap, but I understand. I have realised what I just said. I don't...
Good to know. Thanks for that.
Look, it's not fun. It's not fun to have the clap, but I understand. Yeah. I don't enjoy the clapping, but I understand why people do it. I personally would prefer just if the pilot's there when we've landed, if I can just say, cheers, mate, good job.
Yeah.
And then off I go. STD free. Clap free.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, sorry, go on. So did people clap on that? Because that's only a short trip, and I feel like
I'm pretty sure they did.
The shorter the trip, the less claps you get.
Yeah, so land, blah blah blah. go through all that, and then by the time we get there, now we'd realise a bit before that drinking just not a thing until 12:30, and we got there for about 9:30, just before 10ish. So that's like, but we did have vodka on us. So
you just got like pissed in a park.
Well, that was the idea, but what we ended up doing.
Nice.
What we ended up doing.
What we did is we went to Dublin and pretended Will was 14 again.
Great, you should try it. We went to a Weatherspoons, but then just ordered mixers in there and then just poured it into the thing, and that's where my day just went. That's why I can't remember most of it, because I was an hour of that. It just completely frigged me. Frigged me, yeah. I'm going to stick with that one. Yeah. Did the Guinness Factory though.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Did
you split the G?
Yeah, I tried. I don't know when. Oh.
My mum is dangerously good at it.
Really? Bet Connor's good at it.
Yeah, I bet he is.
But no, yeah, just complete fail. But we got there, and like, with like everyone's idea was, oh yeah, we'll do the Guinness Factory while we're waiting for like all the pubs to properly open.
Yeah.
It was like, but when we got there, it was like just before 12:30, so it was like we sort of don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah. Was it like out of the way of the town? Oh,
not really.
Oh, right,
No,
okay.
not too far.
How did you get there? Taxi.
Oh no, that was it. We walked it there and then taxi back. But the walk was like 25-30 minutes.
Bit of a mission, that. In
And
a
I
foreign
tell
country.
you what, like, you know, I am sweating,
Technically,
sweat patches everywhere, and I had a grey t-shirt on.
You've not planned for this day well at
No,
all.
but I like the look of the t-shirt because I went to Trafford Centre a few days before and I was like, wow.
Bit of me.
Yeah. But yeah, Guinness Factory. When we first got there, it was like, is it going to be a guided tour where someone just walking us around, because we got our free Guinness token and was like, we just want to drink this and go now, really. But we'll speed through if we can. But then you could
I just want to drink this and go.
Well,
You're at the factory. Do the tour.
Yeah, but we did. But we just walked through it, and then I was walking through it. And I was like, yeah, it's good. Yeah.
You uncultured swine.
Just didn't really care. I just wanted the free Guinness at the end. But the free Guinness at the end were good because you're on a Sky bar.
Do you not have to pay to get in?
Yeah, it's like 20 quid or something.
Right, so it's not really a free Guinness then, is it? It's a £20 Guinness.
I paid with the token.
It's a £20 Guinness with a story.
Yeah, but it felt free when I give him the token.
Right.
They did a tasting thing as well. We did that bit where you get this fucking like little glass of Guinness, and then they have all these like little things around you with like fumes coming off them, like people going up to them going, oh, proper like taking it in, and was like,
and what were
obviously
what were they?
Avid Guinness lovers. I don't know. They were just like these 4 like cubes dotted about, and they've just got like,
what were they, like scents or flavours
like
or something?
scent and like different ingredients of Guinness in each corner of the room that you could go over and smell. What makes Guinness?
So they're the ingredients that make up Guinness.
Yeah,
right.
But then people,
it weren't like Guinness strawberry flavour.
Nah. Limited edition.
Yeah. Here's Guinness
also,
candy floss.
Are you Guinness and black if you're having Guinness, or Guinness? Just straight Guinness.
Am I what?
Do you have Guinness with black or just Guinness?
What the fuck's Guinness with black?
Blackcurrant.
Oh,
Never heard of that.
No, I just
people who don't like having normal Guinness put blackcurrant in it and say because it tastes sweeter.
No, it's a regular Guinness.
Well, fair enough. There was the divide on the day about that.
I feel well then you just don't like Guinness.
You pretend to like Guinness.
So what did you have?
Just the normal Guinness.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the girls had.
You'll level me with that, would you?
Yeah.
What the fuck do you have?
I'll say Connor's fucking well disappointed.
Connor's like that behind the screen.
Connor's at home fucking squeezing a can of Guinness.
Watch what you fucking say.
He's at home smashing his living room up.
No, you what? Guinness, blackcurrant.
Oh, we love you.
Yeah. So then, but the tasting thing, it was like you were telling you how to taste Guinness.
how to taste it.
Yeah, so it was like saying once you swirl it, leave it there and then make sure it rests on your bottom lip. And the bloodies, I'm like, what? What happened?
You're just fucking necking it. It's going, yeah, mate, tastes like Guinness.
Already necked it before he told me. But yeah, that bit were alright. And then we was looking around and was like, I'll just get this free Guinness and then go to pubs. That's what we did. We went to the Sky Bar.
Right.
Had it there. Then that's when the day just sort of... So like, going around the Guinness Factory, I was a bit smashed.
Yeah.
So then after that, everything just goes blurry.
Right. Was that the last thing you remember?
Properly, yeah. Yeah. I remember Temple Bar a bit.
Did you have any baby Guinnesses?
No, I didn't actually. I like baby Guinnesses as well.
I've never had one.
Yeah, nice.
Are they?
Yeah, I haven't one in ages.
What are they?
I don't know what's in them.
Because it's obviously it's not actually Guinness.
No. No,
They
can't
look like it,
I
don't
can't
they?
tell you what's in them, but yeah, it's just like a little shot glass that looks like Guinness.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. From there, honestly, I can't even tell you.
What time was your flight home?
8:30. So we left the last bar at like 6.
Right.
Rushed to the airport on this coach that we got from the airport to Thingy in.
Yeah. I feel like you could have just got a later flight.
I'm pretty sure, I don't know if that was the last flight. I can't remember.
No, I mean going. I feel like you didn't need to be there for 9:30, did you?
No, yeah, probably not.
Well, you got there and drank in a Wetherspoons. You can do that anywhere in the country.
That's true. Yeah, there's probably no need to do that. But we're just there longer.
Yeah.
We're just like not drinking.
You did just not want to do a little bit of sightseeing before.
Well, if I were going to do it again, I'd never do that again. I'd stay over. Because that is just psychotic.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Because you just got that time period of like what you can do then. And then you've got to be... Because you're out, your flight's at 8:30, but you've got to be ready to set off at 6.
I do often think about just doing one random like day trip to like, you know, somewhere close like Barcelona or something.
What, then going there and coming back at night?
Yeah. I know people do it. I always see people do it on like TikTok and stuff.
I just think it's just so much easier if you just book an hotel, book a night.
Well, yeah, of course it is,
go in the morning.
but it's also more expensive.
More at ease though, more relaxed.
No, I know. Well, I'm just saying, if you had like a free Sunday, there's nothing stopping you, other than my expired passport, from from just doing a quick day trip to Spain.
You do that. I'm not stopping you.
Right, thanks. Yeah, I'll consider it.
That's really what you done. Fuck it, I went to Barcelona. I did it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just you wait next Thursday.
But no, yeah. Long story short, I didn't wear a seatbelt on the way home, and then ended up home, woke up.
Feel like you probably did. Feel like you probably
Probably.
did, because the
Well, they go around
flight
and check you,
attendants
don't
would
they?
have told you to, and you would have been like, okay.
Unless they did the opposite. Just unbuckled me. Fuck with me.
Draw on your face.
Oh.
Put your hand in some warm water.
But yeah, that was my weekend.
So do you remember getting home?
Yeah, because I got a Chinese.
Had you sobered up by the time you got home alone?
A bit, yeah. Because I had to sleep.
Rough the next day.
I was in work at 9 the next day.
What's that?
Bag my car as well. That drive from my house to work, what is it, like a 4-minute drive?
Probably not than that.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that scene out of Wolf Wall Street where he thinks he's driving his car home? That's what I felt like while I'm doing. I got in my car, I was like, I can't drive this. Like, it shouldn't be allowed.
Well, hold on. When you say shouldn't be allowed, you realise you're not allowed, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I didn't drive it. But I'd gone to like park up. Luckily, there's no mark on it, I think.
So what did you make?
So, you know the poles at the car park? Like, just the poles are like the fucking You've nearly hit your car in one of them, actually.
Oh, they have like circular barriers around the trees, don't they? Yeah.
So I'm like just like going forward and forward, going, yeah, loads of room.
What a dickhead.
Oh, crawl out of my car and look and go, no, it's fine.
I'm starting to think my neighbour might have had a point.
Oh no, fuck your neighbour.
So, I was going to talk about this last week, but we forgot.
Yeah.
My neighbour's accused Jack of it in her
Which
car.
neighbour is it, actually? I mean, it don't mean anything to them.
Which neighbour? Jack, there was one house attached to me.
I know, but there's that car there.
No, it isn't. What, where are you pointing here?
Oh yeah, that's not your front of your house, is it?
No.
You know where you reverse out?
Yeah. No, not
that
him.
car, and then there's that one.
No.
That, yeah.
The one closest to my house.
Yeah. Bastard.
So I get a phone call the other night, and it's my dad having, let's call it a heated conversation with my neighbour. On the.
See, wait, this isn't like neighbour. Like you always hated them.
I don't hate them. No.
I do.
If anything, the bloke is actually. They're on holiday at the minute, so I can say it as loud as I want. The bloke is actually like the perfect neighbour. You see him, and he goes, "Right." That's all.
Yeah.
She, however, chews your fucking ear off.
We know that. We've got one of them.
I bet she's not as bad as her.
I don't know. Give her a run for her money.
Jack, I have been stood outside in t-shirt and shorts whilst it is snowing for 45 minutes while she tells me about spelling errors on Italian menus.
Yeah, fair enough. Yours wins.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Whenever she gets you
you
can't get away.
But can you not just like literally just walk away from her?
I mean, if you wanted to be really rude, you could just turn around and walk away.
So she says she's friendly then? Well, overly friendly, clearly.
Yeah, she just likes to tell you about her life. She don't give a fuck about yours.
Right.
Not you personally, like anyone. Like she'll stop you and go, "Oh, have you got any holidays planned? Here's what we've got planned," and just jabber on with herself. You'll never answer a question. She don't give a fuck. It's just her way of telling you about what she's got planned. I seen her the other day at the petrol station, right? Over the top of our cars, she's shouting to me if I've got any time booked off, if I'm planning on going anywhere. And then I was like, right, I've just got to go in and pay. And I'm walking away, and she's still talking. And I'm walking off, going, yeah, right, yeah. I'm into the petrol station, pay. I come back out, and she's right back into it. And then I had to go, I've got to go, because you've been talking for so long that the guy behind me is waiting to leave as well. And then just got in the car. That's like I do just walk away from her a bit. I don't just like pretend she doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But I do walk away. But he doesn't stop her. Honest to God, he does not stop her. Come on.
You coming home from work, you walk in and she's stood there like, oh yeah, but you're just open door, fucking slam it. You just stood there.
There is times where I've pretended to not see her. Like if she's not noticed that I've not seen her in the garden or
Headphones
whatever.
is a good escape.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No,
Oh, right.
She will just talk at you. I don't even think she gives a fuck if you're listening. She just wants a target to talk at. So anyway, my dad phones me, and I can now hear this somewhat heated conversation over the phone. And she's going, well, it must be someone from your house. And my dad going, well, you don't know that. You've just made that up. Like what? He said, well, there was a white car parked outside your house on Friday, and now I've got this thing. Now, bearing in mind, Friday you were only here for minutes.
But a bit longer because you stood at your end of your drive while I was friends.
he came to like pick the episode up off me or something, and had parked like in the space we reverse into, and then turned his lights off and everything. So and then texted me saying he was here. So I've walked outside thinking, all right, he said he's here. So he's obviously he's round the corner. He's giving me a bit of warning. So I'm stood at the end of my drive for about 10 minutes, thinking, where the fuck is he? And then I started to walk towards the end of the path, thinking I'll just fucking meet him at the bottom or whatever. And as I start walking to the path, there he is, parked behind the camper van, just lights off, like he didn't want me to find him.
Playing hide and seek with him.
But yeah, then Saturday, the day after. Oh, was it Saturday? It was something like that.
Yeah.
It was like he didn't want me to find him.
I don't think he wanted the episode. I think
the effort, but I don't want this fucking episode.
I think he thought if I pick it up, it means I've got to do work.
If I wait here long enough, he'll just forget it and go back inside.
He's just not rolling down the windows.
Not unlocking his door. I'm knocking on the Jack.
Looking over his shoulder. What are you on about? What's that?
Music on full volume.
What's going on? Oh, fuck me. Oh, I had to go home, Jacob. You didn't come out.
I don't know what you want me to do. I can't wait all night. So yeah, so you were only here for about 5 minutes, weren't you?
Yeah.
And nowhere near a car. So then the next day or whatever, she's having this heated conversation with my dad.
You had me double guessing myself so much though. I was thinking, did I hit a car? Did I hit a car? I was like, no, I didn't hit a car. I'd know if I hit a car. Surely I'd know if I hit a car. Just itching to go outside and look at my car.
So the only person who had been here with a white car, so there was like a bit like, it's like the corner of a car and it had a bit of white paint on it. It was a fucking, like most of it, you literally wiped off. Like it weren't even dinted. It was just a bit of paint transfer.
Was it working in like any bad damage or anything?
No, I'll show you when we're finished if you want.
Right.
Where was we? Totally forgot what we were talking about.
You're in a.
Oh yeah. So right. So there's a bit of like her and my dad are like fucking
had a thing for years.
I think my dad would rather fucking throw himself off a building. She's going, yeah, this is clearly where someone's reversing out of yours. And my dad's like, well, look, the only white car that's been here. You. Yeah. So he's rang me. Is your mate hit Pauline's car? Right. I mean, I don't know. I can't say for certain. Can't say for certain that he hasn't.
I wondered why he was hiding.
I can't say for certain that he hasn't, but I'm fairly confident he hasn't. I imagine he would have told me. So then we get you to take the video of your car, don't we? Which, first of all, asks you to send like the front left side of the car or something. And you sent the other side.
That just makes it look more suspicious.
Yeah. You sent it in, I'm like, that's the wrong side.
Send you like a stock image, it's still got the watermark on. Jack like this.
These are pictures of it in the showroom.
What about nothing wrong with it? Jack, it's behind glass windows. There's a salesman in the background.
They've not even
shaking your hand.
They've not even put the wheels on it yet.
Oh.
So yeah, you immediately send me the wrong side. And I'm like, no, the other side. And that's when you drop to the, oh well, I have it stuff with that side. Like, right. This is gonna look good, innit? This is going to be a nice, easy one to explain when I show her a video of your car absolutely battered on the side that she claimed would have hit her car.
Oh.
But you sent it, mate, and to be fair, it doesn't even look like you've hit out. So I feel like you were being a little dramatic at first.
Just a few scuffs.
So when I got home, I went round. I went and knocked on. This is at like 9 at night or something as well. I'm getting it out of the way.
Yeah.
Fuck a bedtime. Show her the video, and she immediately goes, "Oh yeah, clearly not him then." And she was like, it weren't that new, that car." I'm like, "What car?" And she was like, "The one that was parked outside yours." And I was like, "But the only person who's been in with a white car
is me.
Is you." And she was like, "Oh, well, maybe they weren't going to yours then, but they were parked like very close to your drive." I was like, there's no way she's thinking of anyone else other than you.
Right.
Nobody else with a white car. Nobody else had even been. Never mind with a white car.
Unless you've got this secret admirer who just pulls up every now and then in a white car.
Yeah, but what, right outside the house and we don't notice?
Yeah, but it does what I do and just switch everything off and hide there.
Yeah, but you were behind a fucking camper van.
Yeah, true.
But she was adamant that it's someone from our house. But you are in the clear. She is confident it's not you.
Yeah.
Which is...
Well, I was positive it weren't me, but then I was thinking, have I hit it? Surely I'd know if I'd hit a car. I don't know. Never hit a car before. I don't know what it feels like.
I don't know. I've never hit a car before. I've only hit walls and lampposts and curbs
I've
and...
hit a car. But yeah.
Yeah, so you're in the clear, to be fair.
Did you not have a camera? They asked that at the time.
So there's the house at the bottom where the like opening to our houses is, so like the drive.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Like
My ass absolutely fucking twitched like a motherfucker. Yeah, whatever. He's got a camera at the bottom, so she went and asked him if he can have a look. But I mean, he doesn't, like, she's just going, "Can you see what cars have been up here on Friday?" And the only car will be yours. But she's confident it's not you, so that's, mystery solved.
What did you do when she said that? Did you give it a finger?
Oh, well, she then chewed me ear off for fucking
about Italian
half an hour. Well, she went to show me a car. And then she was going, "Look, it's like dusty." I'm like, "Oh, yeah." And she's like, "Maybe it's a work van or something like that, but it's not been any work vans up." I'm going, "Yeah, yeah. Well, as you can see, it's not him."
She's gonna leave.
Yeah. Yeah, and to be fair, that's the last we've heard of it. But I'll show you the damage on the way out.
She thought someone hit a car because it was a bit dusty.
Something has hit it, but she's adamant that it happened outside the house. And I was like, "But how do you know it's happened here?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, because on Friday I got something on my boot and I would have seen it." Well, that's not proof, is it? So she was adamant that it happened on Friday and she'd not been anywhere in a car in that time. The only car that had been in had been yours, so therefore you must have done it. But
you're just really sticking up for her. No, it is him, it must be him.
That would have been so funny if I'd took the other side and just gone, yeah, here's his number. Here's his number, here's his reg.
It's gotta be him, it's gotta be him.
Here's his name and address. Go to his insurance.
You're editing Jack's pictures to add red light smudges on the bumper.
I've just found another video of of the same guy as yours, but just fucked.
Completely ripped off.
Yeah. There's just no fucking bumper on it. Fucking doors are all dinted, windows cracked. Engines on fire.
It's got to be him. Look at it. But you only must have banged it. So,
well, they don't make them like they used to.
Yours must have been the first in a reckless chain of dangerous driving.
Still at large.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, I'm glad I'm in the clear.
Oh, God.
Thanks to her.
Thanks to me? I was the one who supported you the entire time.
I bet you were just slagging me right off to her. Slagging me off.
Hey, I said things about you that I don't know if they're true. I was like, "Look, Very honest lad. He would have told me if he'd done it. But I was saying, and I thought, but no, I don't know. I don't know if he would.
Just actually, yeah, my bad. I think I might have. It's a big fucking red mark on the side.
Do you know what though? I was fucking terrified because from the very beginning. I were like backing you up, as in like you'd not done it. I had no proof that you hadn't.
Yeah.
And then I thought, what if he sends me a video and he's very obviously hit it, and I just have to go. Turns out I were wrong.
Oh,
He has hit it. I think if you would have sent me a video and you'd obviously hit it, I would have just given you a number and just been like, you deal with it.
yeah, you know.
Yeah. This is your problem. Got nothing to do with me.
Fucking hell.
Oh.
I left the country.
But yeah, well, whilst you were in Dublin, you know, on your girls' trip,
Girls.
I was in Wales. We were both out of the country on the same day.
Oh, yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, technically.
Having this conversation with my dad earlier. We were going, Wales, Ireland, Scotland. Really? They're just English, aren't they? And we're going, well, no, not really. Well, no, they are. I know they don't want to be, but they are. I was like, yeah, but what's stopping like the French just going, yeah, well, you four, you're French really, aren't you? You go, no, that's different.
I'm thinking about the mid-islands, Jersey and Guernsey.
Yeah, well, that's where it stemmed from, because I asked if they counted as English.
Do they? Isn't Guernsey French? Isn't it French island?
Fuck off, is it?
Swear it is.
No, they use our money and stuff, don't they? They're all...
Do they?
So we're going to need a fact check. Both Guernsey and... Guernsey and Jersey.
Yeah, I
I'm going
don't
to say
know.
Jersey.
I've heard somewhere that they might be French.
They're closer to France than they are England, but I swear they're English.
A self-governing dependency of the United Kingdom.
So they're both.
Right, so that's like, you know, Dagestan and Russia, innit? Where like they like to pretend that they're their own thing, but really they're just Russian. I don't know if that's PC, but Guernsey and Jersey, yeah, you're just English, aren't you? You might be over there, a bit nicer weather or whatever.
I've heard Jersey's nice. My auntie that I've never seen in my life, she lives in Jersey.
I've heard they're both nice. I can't imagine there's a lot going on.
No.
And I bet your internet's shit. It can't have very good infrastructure, because it's just hard to get stuff there, surely. I mean, I know we have like boats and stuff, but like we've been working on this country
I swear
for a lot of time.
I swear my dad said it was like not even an hour where you could just get to the other side of the island or something.
Yeah, they are tiny.
Yeah.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Should we have a day out?
That's
where we can go on, because I bet I don't need a
passport.
A passport for it.
Well, I didn't think you need one to go to Dublin. Apparently you could use your driving licence, but no, you need your passport.
Well, that is another country, so yeah.
Yeah.
Although you don't need one to go into Wales. Just
No.
drive right through, don't you? You need one for Scotland.
They want to change. Well, Scotland want to change it.
No, of course they do.
I have not heard anything
Scottish
about Wales, but they
bastards.
want to add a proper border, so you've got to go through like border control and stuff when you cross over. Whether or not it'll happen, I highly doubt it, but they want it.
They can want it all they want.
Not really getting it, are they? Scottish fucks. Oh, that was harsh. No, the Scottish fans don't matter.
Now you know what? Now that I think about when I've looked through like where listeners are from, I don't think we've had any Scottish.
No, exactly. Stubborn bastards.
Yeah,
Don't
fuck
pay
'em.
attention to this.
Mm.
Kill wearing fuckers.
You fucking bagpipe blowers.
Oh.
Uh,
Squeezing a ball bag and sucking a tube. I guess.
you fucking that and chasing after a fucking big Loch Ness monster. You bunch of fucking freaks. Chasing after a giant sea cock. Anyway,
Sea cock.
it's not in the sea, is it? It's a loch. But
Loch Ness. Still a cock though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a Loch Ness cock. Anyway, right. Yeah, whilst you were on your girls' trip,
Girls.
Goals.
Girls.
Goals.
Girls.
I was in Wales
Watching Wrexham.
with the boys. I did see a sign for Wrexham. I thought, I forgot about them. What?
Forgot about Wrexham.
Well, at one point they were relevant, weren't they? But I feel like the hype's kind of died off on it.
Yeah. Bootlegger made them, not Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Founded by Bootlegger, took over by Ryan Reynolds.
He got bought out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Wales with the boys
Mm.
on a lovely walk.
Ethan said he enjoyed going on a. They getting a digger or something.
He did get in a digger.
Yeah.
He also got in a mine cart.
I've seen. Did he?
Yeah.
I've seen.
I've got a picture of him and Dylan both topless in a mine cart together.
Did it work?
No,
Is it not on the
we
track?
weren't even on tracks.
No.
They were rusted to fuck.
Well,
I feel like he probably got something from it.
I seen.
He might have got the clap.
I seen a picture of. Well, you were on it as well, and Rian was on it. That like rail that just coming off that cliff,
Yeah,
and I was like, "Is that just a big drop?"
yeah,
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
You're not catching me on that.
yeah. It was good. It was exciting. I like stuff like that.
No,
A little bit of
chance.
an adrenaline rush. Also, it weren't anywhere
Did it
near.
not shake?
Nah,
Wait, have you said where you went actually?
it was called Dirrowick Quarry, I think, something
I know it had
like
a quarry in it.
that. That's because it is a quarry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an old slate quarry. So loads of slate everywhere, obviously. Which, if you throw that off a big drop into more slate, very satisfying sound. Unbelievable sound. Everywhere you walked, it sounded like, do you know when you play like any of the Lego games and you die and your character like explodes and it makes that Lego sound and falling to the floor? Everywhere
like
you walked,
that.
it sounded like that.
They're very satisfying.
Yeah, there was a lot of Lego references, a lot of Minecraft references throughout the entire walk. Scariest bit though, I know you said about the train track, the minecart track, whatever it's called. The drive there.
Oh, I've heard.
And
Yeah.
actually possibly the drive home as well. So Rian got insured on his mum's
Minibus? Van?
yeah, like preschool minibus van type thing. It's like a 8-seater. Filled with Tigger references. Prams and toys in the back. And then 6 lads in the front. So just looked like a gang of paedophiles. We kept making jokes and doing it in like a news voice about what we were saying now. A notorious Manchester grooming gang. Like whenever anyone would do
Not
out
take the prams out.
Nope.
No.
He didn't. But yeah, so on the way there, we get in and he's like, hope you are in for a dodgy ride. What the fuck do you mean? I'm like, well, the brakes don't work. I am immediately.
Was it as bad as what he said?
I'm never getting in it again.
Yeah.
Until she has it can't be MOT'd. Not a fucking chance is it road safe. He would brake, have his foot on the floor, and we'd carry on rolling for another 5 seconds. There was so many times where we was like this far away from like bumping bumpers with people. And it's like none of them were going to be like a serious crash, like anything dangerous.
Just tap him a bit.
Yeah, but
nudge forward.
fucking so many times. I'd be like, oh, you're coming up to a roundabout in fucking 5 minutes, so you better start braking. And shit like that. It was just... me and Ethan were sat next to him in the front.
Shouldn't she drive kids around in that?
No, of course you shouldn't.
No, but she does though, doesn't she?
I don't know.
Like,
I didn't
that's
even
what
know.
she does,
I didn't even know that was a job until I was on that
yeah,
drive.
it's like, I'm pretty sure like it's like nursery in it, so like she takes them out in that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to comment on the woman's health and safety of her business.
Yeah,
It's not my place.
no.
But me and Ethan were in the front next to Rian driving, and I bet 5 or 6 times on the way there and on the way back we were like stamping on imaginary brakes and like putting our hand on the dash, being like, "Oh
Just
shit!"
in case.
Yeah,
It's a long drive as well to go to Wales.
yeah, we were like
The
2
brake's
hours.
not working.
It was a 2-hour drive, and yeah, obviously the entire time just dodgy as fuck.
Mm.
We get there immediately. The main building that's like on the site looks like Auschwitz. It just does.
Mm.
There's a train track leading to it. The actual building itself. See if you can pull it up, just so you can. I mean, I know you can't see it, but just so you know, fully just looks like Auschwitz. So we set off. Have a nice wander around. Make a load of Lego Minecraft jokes that Rian doesn't get.
Mm.
Rian flew his drone about and all that sort of fun stuff.
Dad's drone.
His dad's drone?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was his.
Yeah, his dad's apparently.
Alright. What a faker. What a poser. Went up to the like that. Well, we went through some like caves and shit first.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. Banged me head hard. I actually think I might have had a minor concussion.
Mm.
I said it to Regan as well as walking down.
Mm.
I kept getting my fucking words mixed up.
Ethan told me something that like apparently he nearly killed you or something, and then you just said like,
right. So we go up to the.
I can't remember what he said.
Honest to God, it's the closest I've ever been to falling out with Ethan.
Was you climbing up something?
Yeah, I'll explain it now. So we went up to that train track bit.
Yeah. So it's a big climb.
Yeah, but then like you walk across and then there's like a big hole sort of thing where the track would have gone across.
Yeah.
So, but to get to the other side, you have to do. It's not like a dodgy walk across, but it's not a proper path, and it's on a bit of a slope. And the ground is like if you put too much pressure on it, it starts crumbling.
Right.
So it's like you have got to be like careful.
Yeah. Sort of place where if I went, I'd just crumble down the fucking cliff with all this.
Yeah,
shit.
probably.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone was even willing to go across to the other side. Never mind to go on the track.
Yeah.
But me, Regan, and Ethan went together.
Mm.
And I had to stand on the like crumbly bit to get the right angle for a picture for Regan.
Yeah.
So I'm stood there, and Ethan is walking up behind me, and just like the earth is just crumbling beneath him, but he's above me. So everything he's standing on that's crumbling is coming down and like hitting my legs and causing the earth beneath me to start crumbling. And he would not stop fucking moving. It was the closest I've ever been to falling out with him.
Just shout at him.
And then I think he called me a pussy.
You could tell that really hurt your feelings.
Well, it was a good bit of hypocrisy from him.
Called me a pussy.
He called me a pussy, but he won't get on the fucking track.
Oh, did he not?
No, did he fuck?
No. So did you get your? Did you not get on the track after it? So you?
No, I'd
back. I'm a pussy.
Oh, I did the track first, and then I walked back to get the pictures for Regan.
And that's when it crumbled.
And that's when Ethan was fucking stood behind me, fucking making the earth fall from beneath me.
Just kicking it all back.
Honestly, God, at one point I thought, if I go away, I'm just going to grab his leg and bring him with me.
Oh.
But it was almost like sand.
Mm.
Like, imagine being stood on sand and, like, if you put too much pressure on one bit, it starts to, like...
Yeah.
It all starts to just slide away, sort of thing.
Mm.
So that it was a little worrying.
Mm.
I weren't like... oh my god, I'm gonna die. But he was like, you need to fucking stop moving about so much because before you go, I'll go.
I feel like it's one of the things that like, I would do, but you would be behind me.
Yeah, but I want to move that much. I think he were moving because he was scared of falling and wanted to get higher up, but that was just pushing shit down to me.
Oh,
But yeah, so we did the whole train track bit.
yeah.
No, everyone did that. I didn't actually think it was that scary because it felt very sturdy.
What, when you walk across?
Yeah.
You think he said it moved?
Who?
Ryan said the track moved when you went on it. Apparently.
Well, what you gotta bear in mind is it's like twice the weight of it.
Yeah, true.
In a non-offensive way.
Did you go on it before or after?
No, I went on after. I weren't really that bothered about doing it. Like I just because I was messing about on the track on the other side, and that one actually was shaky, so I didn't go to the end of that. But then I think Regan wanted to go do it, so I was like, yeah, sound. I'll go around.
I'll have a go.
Yeah. And then what did we do after that?
You went and got goujons.
Yeah, we did. We went and became the Goujon gang.
I've heard.
Did he tell you about the waitress? So Ethan got a full English.
Yeah.
And then asked her for a knife and fork, and she basically said, "Over there." He basically went, "Fuck off and get him yourself." She went, "If you go in through that door and go round the corner, then there's a pot of them."
He said it were all like everyone was Welsh and they like, actually spoke Welsh.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they were very Welsh. Did you see a picture of it?
Terrifying.
It does look like Auschwitz, doesn't it? Yeah, so we went to this like little local pub thing. Had a bit of food outside. Everyone would bully me for my cheesy fingers because I had nachos. But
all of you.
It was just on my hand. You know, because like you can't eat nachos with a fucking knife and fork, can you?
I have done before when it gets too messy.
It's not
when
right.
You get like chili on it or something.
Yeah, so I just had to pick them up by hand, but obviously I ended up with cheesy fingers. Everyone kept saying I look like the bloke from Toy Story. Do you know what?
The what?
Yeah.
What's he called? Bullseye. He licks them.
Yeah. Is it the chicken man?
Oh, fucking hell.
So yeah, I did that. I had just like the fucking weirdest waitress in the world. And then got back into the death-defying car and made our way home. In which Rian kept going, "Oh, you know what? I'm falling asleep, mate."
He was knackered on that Monday when I went in.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
I was sat next to him and I kept in my head. I kept trying to think of conversations to have with him. You know, to like keep him awake.
Yeah.
Because I know what it's like to be the driver after one of those walks, and it is difficult.
Yeah.
However, I pull over and like get a drink or something. He was like, "No, I just want to get home."
Just want to get out of this fucking car.
I'm like, maybe let me stay.
I want to get in something that actually breaks.
Yeah. And then after it, because when we got back, I dropped Regan off at home.
Yeah.
So, I when I was driving, I kept being like dead like heavy on my brakes. I kept braking like miles before I needed to because I was so used to that van not stopping.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it was like for Rian. What the fuck was that?
Laptop, man. Yeah. My bad.
What are you fucking doing?
Interrupted my story.
I'm not editing around that. I can't imagine what it was like for Rian getting back in his car after actually using the brakes.
Oh shit, yeah.
Because I didn't even use them, and I would be in like overly cautious with mine.
Now going through fucking windscreen.
But yeah, so
good day out, good trip.
Yeah,
Mm.
good day all in all.
All in all.
I love a boys' day out.
Mm.
Shame you weren't there. Stop looking at me.
You were just twirling it, really.
Well, no, it
In a
stopped
certain
bleeding
way.
now, I think. I just got a nasty slice.
I need a pause button 'cause I need a piss.
Oh, you're a knobhead. Have you seen Jojo Siwa's not gay anymore?
Mm-mm.
Not gay. She's not lesbian anymore. She's
The one on
queer.
Big Brother.
You what?
The one on Big Brother. He's got that thing for.
Is it multiple Jojo Siwas?
Another one on X Factor. Is it because of this thing with that Chris Hughes? 'Cause I keep seeing that come up.
Yeah.
Are they a thing? Or having a thing? 'Cause it looks like
it
it.
certainly seems that way,
Yeah.
which is bizarre. Seems like you wouldn't put them two
'Cause
together.
I keep just seeing things always found his person and stuff. I'm like, pretty sure you said she was a lesbian.
Well, she's got a girlfriend, hasn't she?
Mm.
Imagine her girlfriend watching Celebrity Big Brother, and your girlfriend's just gone, yeah, not only am I not lesbian anymore, I'm going to get off with this bloke in here who's like...
Actually, don't. Actually,
I don't know. But they've
share
been...
bed together and stuff.
They've been, like, incredibly flirtatious.
Mm.
I've been seeing lots of clips. I've not been watching the show, because
No.
who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But she announced on the show, she said being in there has made her realise she's not lesbian. She's queer. Now, Jack, do you want to explain the difference? 'Cause I've not got a fucking clue.
I'm gonna say you like a bit of both, but that's bi, innit?
Yeah.
She's just using another term, trying to confuse people.
I don't know. She said she'd switched letters and gone from lesbian to queer, and being in there has made her realise it. And then she started being incredibly flirty with Chris, who's also like a decade older than her or something.
Mm.
Like, she's 21 and he's 31. Bit weird, isn't
It
it?
is a bit weird.
Like, I know.
It happens a lot.
Like, I'm not like... Like, it's fine, she's an adult.
It's just still a bit weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like me now, in 10 years' time, but she'd be 13 now. What?
I thought you were gonna say, it's like if I were dating a 13-year-old.
Well, no, but that is what it'd be like, though, in 10 years' time.
In 10 years' time?
So let's say-
Oh, so you were 33
yeah.
and she would be 23. Well, yeah. But that's different to you now dating a 13-year-old.
I know it's still weird.
Yeah, it is still weird, but it's nowhere near as weird.
Like that Neil thing up in between. It's like, I don't care, he still fancies an 8-year-old. And Simon's on about, I fancy this since I was 8. He's like, you fancy an 8-year-old?
I was 8 too. I don't.
Still fancy an 8-year-old.
Oh. So I've got the difference between lesbian and queer, if you'd like to know.
Go on.
Okay, so lesbian, quite self-explanatory.
Yeah.
These are women who are attracted to other women.
Mm.
Fair enough.
A classic, some might say. A hero card. You know, it's been around. It's been around for our entire life. That one.
Hero card.
It's an icon.
If you're queer, then you identify people whose sexuality goes beyond the, and this is a new word for me, heteronormative,
That's just mad.
and what is accepted by society. I'm more lost than I was before.
Yeah, I feel like that's not answered the question of what it is.
It's just writing random sentences.
So is that just like just whatever you feel like being on the day?
Oh.
There
That's
we
all
go.
I've got. That's my answer.
That just sums it up.
I feel like, and we need a local lesbian to come and explain this.
A local lesbian. Go and find one on the street. Megaphone. Who's a local lesbian?
Our in-studio representative.
Yeah. Because I still don't know what that means.
No, I don't.
Because to me, back in the day when you would, maybe you'd throw it around on the playground or whatever. Queer just meant gay.
Yeah.
So, like, saying that, at first I was like, she's gone, I'm not gay, I'm gay.
Just more gay.
I'm just a different... I'm just a different...
Just a bit less gay.
I'm a different shade of gay.
It's so confusing.
Yeah, I feel like maybe one day when we've got a bit more room, we get someone who knows what they're on about as a guest. They can break it down for us.
We're sat there.
Sat there, terrified of saying anything wrong.
You just carry on.
You just talk the entire time.
I've got tape on my mouth. Just sat there. Ignore him.
Unplug Jack's mic.
It's just here for. It's just there. Just ignore him.
It's just got to be in the shot.
You've got a script, just in case you fuck up. I'm not even trusted with that.
I've got a load of questions, and at the top it just says very safe questions. So, what's your favourite colour?
What did you do when you got up this morning?
You can't ask him that. Are you asking her if she sits down or stands up? Because that seems intrusive.
That's why I've been tape on my mouth. Oh.
But yeah. Weird relationship going on there.
Oh.
It's not doing it. I think I'm done with that.
Yeah, we're done with it.
Right.
Queer, fair enough.
Call it a day.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Thanks for joining. Episode 54.
Mm-hmm.
Like, share, subscribe. Give us a comment.
That's crazy. That's been 4 weeks ago.
I need to get rid of them. And now, because you've said that, we're going to have to explain what we're talking about.
No, we don't.
No, you're right, we don't.
No.
No one's watching anyway.
No, fuck 'em.
Right. See you next time.
Bye.